The ocean, a vast and unforgiving expanse that covers most of our planet. It is a realm of mystery and beauty, teeming with life in its many forms. But beneath its shimmering surface, danger lurks. From treacherous currents to predator-infested depths, the ocean demands respect. Join us now as we journey to the most perilous corners of the Earth, exploring 20 of the deadliest ocean spots known to mankind. These are places where nature's fury is on full display, where only the bravest or perhaps most foolish dare to tread. East of Japan, shrouded in mist and legend, lies a stretch of ocean known as the Devil's Sea. Sailors whisper tales of ships vanishing without a trace, swallowed whole by the waves. This region, also called the Dragon's Triangle, has been likened to the infamous Bermuda Triangle. It's said that magnetic anomalies disrupt navigational equipment, leading vessels astray. Whether these stories are fact or fiction, one thing is certain: the Devil's Sea is a place of unpredictable currents and treacherous weather patterns, a place where even the most experienced sailors think twice before venturing. Off the coast of South Africa, where the Atlantic Ocean meets the Indian Ocean, lies a narrow channel known as Shark Alley. Here the water teems with life, but it is a life that inspires both awe and terror. For this is the hunting ground of the ocean's most formidable predator, the great white shark. Drawn by the abundance of seals, these apex predators patrol the waters in numbers rarely seen elsewhere. Divers, protected by cages, come from around the world to witness these magnificent creatures in their natural habitat. But to find oneself unprotected in these waters is to enter a realm where survival is far from certain. From the air it appears as a cerulean eye staring back at the heavens, a mesmerizing void in the turquoise tapestry of the Belize Barrier Reef. This is the Great Blue Hole, a colossal submarine sinkhole, a relic of a bygone ice age. Divers from across the globe are drawn to its depths, captivated by the promise of adventure and the allure of the unknown. But beauty can be deceptive, and the Great Blue Hole, for all its majesty, harbours hidden dangers. Over 1,000 feet across and plunging to depths of over 400 feet, this underwater abyss can be a formidable challenge even for the most experienced divers. The deeper one ventures, the darker it becomes, the water pressure increasing with every passing foot. Nitrogen narcosis, a disorienting state caused by the effects of nitrogen under pressure, can cloud judgment and lead to fatal errors. Lost in this blue abyss, divers can become disoriented, their senses betrayed by the depths, their air supply dwindling with each passing moment. The Great Blue Hole, a diver's dream, can quickly transform into a potential death trap. Between the Malay Peninsula and Sumatra lies the Straits of Malacca, a vital maritime superhighway. It teems with colossal ships, tankers and fishing vessels. Beneath the surface, treacherous reefs and currents challenge navigation. Piracy remains a threat, casting a long shadow over these waters. The Straits of Malacca, a perilous passage for global trade. Where the Atlantic Ocean crashes into the shores of northern Europe lies the unforgiving North Sea. Famed for its tempestuous nature, it tests even seasoned seafarers. Fierce storms whip up without warning, transforming calm waters into a maelstrom. Towering waves crash over ships, threatening to swallow them whole. Beneath, bone-chilling cold awaits. The frigid waters can sap warmth, leading to hypothermia and death. For centuries, these waters have claimed lives, leaving tales of tragedy and heroism. Despite its fearsome reputation, the North Sea remains vital, teeming with fish for a vast industry. Fishermen brave the elements, knowing the risks they face, for the North Sea is unforgiving. The vastness of the Pacific Ocean holds many secrets, many dangers, but none are quite as absolute, as unforgiving, as the desolate realm known as Point Nemo. This is the oceanic pole of inaccessibility, the furthest point from any land on Earth. A mariner stranded here would find themselves utterly alone. The nearest humans are often astronauts aboard the International Space Station, a testament to the profound isolation of this watery desert. Rescue, should it come at all, would be a race against time and the unforgiving hostility of this remote expanse. The currents here are a swirling vortex, drawing in debris from across the Pacific but offering little sustenance for life. It is a region of extremes, scorching sun, bone-chilling depths, and a silence broken only by the wind and waves. Point Nemo is a stark reminder of the raw, untamed power of the natural world and the humbling vastness of our blue planet. From the vast emptiness of Point Nemo, we journey to a region where danger takes a more human form. The Gulf of Guinea, a vital artery for shipping and trade, is plagued by a more insidious threat: piracy. Here, the line between civilization and lawlessness blurs as armed gangs operate with impunity. Cargo ships, their decks laden with valuable goods, become tempting targets for these modern-day buccaneers. Crews face the terrifying reality of boarding parties armed with automatic weapons and driven by desperation and greed. Hostages are taken, ransoms demanded, and the threat of violence hangs heavy in the air. The international community has struggled to contain this growing menace. Patrolling the vast expanse of the Gulf of Guinea is a daunting task. For the sailors who ply these treacherous waters, every journey is a gamble, a perilous game of cat and mouse against those who operate outside the law. The ceaseless motion of our oceans, a ballet of currents and tides, can be both life-giving and deadly. In the Indian Ocean, Gaia, a maritime graveyard of marine debris, swirls, a testament to human impact. Plastics and fishing nets are trapped in a slow, silent waltz of destruction. This plastic plague poses a deadly threat to marine life. The Indian Ocean Gaia reminds us of our planet's interconnectedness and the far-reaching impact of our actions. Lake Maracaibo, a vast inland sea in Venezuela, appears serene at first glance, but beneath its placid surface lies a hidden danger, a phenomenon that makes this lake unique and terrifying. For nearly 300 nights a year, the sky above Maracaibo erupts in a dazzling, deadly light show. This is Catatumbo lightning, a relentless barrage of electrical discharges that illuminates the night sky with an ethereal glow. The sheer frequency and intensity of these storms are unmatched anywhere else on Earth. While the spectacle attracts onlookers from afar, for those who live and work on the lake, the lightning poses a constant threat. Fishermen, their boats tossed about by wind and waves, brave the storms, hoping to avoid the wrath of the electric sky. But for some, the danger proves too great, their vessels succumbing to the relentless fury of nature's wrath. The vast Atlantic Ocean holds many mysteries, but few are as enigmatic as the Sargasso Sea. Unlike other seas, it has no land boundaries, defined instead by a swirling gyre of currents that traps a floating world of golden seaweed. This sprawling mat of sargassum seaweed, a haven for marine life, creates an ethereal and deceptive beauty. Sailors, lured by the promise of calm waters, have often found themselves ensnared in its grasp. The gentle currents that gather the seaweed also hold ships captive, their progress slowed to a crawl. Supplies dwindle, and the relentless sun beats down, leading to dehydration and desperation. Legends speak of ghost ships, their crews lost to the sea's silent embrace, forever entwined with the golden strands of sargassum. The Amazon River, a lifeblood flowing from the heart of South America, finally meets its match in the vastness of the Atlantic Ocean. Here, at the river's mouth, two worlds collide, creating a maelstrom of churning water and hidden dangers. The murky depths conceal a terrifying array of predators. Piranhas, with their razor-sharp teeth, patrol the waters, while caimans, their eyes gleaming just above the surface, lie in wait for unsuspecting prey. But the most formidable danger lies in the river itself. Tidal bores, walls of water driven by the ocean's relentless tides, surge upstream with terrifying force. These monstrous waves can reach heights of several meters, overwhelming anything in their path. The Bay of Biscay, nestled between France and Spain, may appear serene from a distance, but beneath lies untamed fury, a graveyard for countless vessels swallowed by the Atlantic's power. The ocean floor plunges, birthing immense waves, not gentle swells, but towering walls of water, driven by Atlantic storms. Seasoned sailors approach with trepidation, their vessels dwarfed by liquid mountains. Rogue waves, mythical monsters appear out of nowhere, towering over anything. Ships caught off guard are left with no escape, their fate sealed in a crash of water and steel. We venture now to the most extreme environment on our planet, a place of unimaginable pressure and perpetual darkness, the Mariana Trench. Plunging deeper than Mount Everest is tall, this underwater chasm represents the ultimate frontier, a realm where few have dared to venture. At its heart lies Challenger Deep, a point so remote from the surface that sunlight has never touched its depths. Here, the weight of the ocean above is equivalent to having 50 jumbo jets piled upon a single square meter. Only the most specialized submersibles, marvels of engineering, can withstand this crushing pressure. Descending into the abyss, we enter a world of otherworldly creatures, sculpted by the relentless pressure and lack of light. Bioluminescent jellyfish drift like ghostly apparitions, their delicate bodies illuminating the black abyss. Strange, translucent fish with enormous eyes adapted to the darkness glide through the depths. Few bodies of water on Earth hold as much dark allure as the Bermuda Triangle. This seemingly innocuous stretch of ocean, bordered by Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico, has become synonymous with unexplained disappearances, fueling endless speculation and maritime mystery. For centuries, tales have circulated of ships vanishing without a trace, their last radio calls echoing into an eerie silence. Planes, too, have been swallowed by the Triangle's enigmatic embrace, their fates a chilling reminder of the ocean's unforgiving nature. The reasons behind these disappearances remain elusive, shrouded in a fog of speculation. Some point to the region's unpredictable weather patterns, with sudden, violent storms capable of overwhelming even the sturdiest vessels. Others speak of treacherous underwater currents and vast methane gas deposits, capable of swallowing ships whole. Cape Horn. The mere whisper of its name evokes images of towering waves and screaming winds. This is where the Atlantic and Pacific Oceans meet in a raucous, often violent rendezvous. The Southern Ocean unleashes its full fury upon this legendary headland. Relentless westerly winds whip up colossal waves, dwarfing even the largest ships. The Gulf Stream, a vast, warm current flowing like a river in the ocean, stretching from the Gulf of Mexico, up the eastern coast of North America, and across the Atlantic towards Europe, regulating temperatures and influencing weather patterns. But it also amplifies storms, transforming tropical depressions into hurricanes, unleashing devastating winds and flooding. Yet, life persists. The Gulf Stream nurtures marine life, from plankton to whales. The South China Sea, a shimmering expanse of turquoise and sapphire dotted with thousands of islands, reefs and atolls. But beneath this idyllic surface lies a region simmering with tension, a maritime tinderbox where geopolitical rivalries collide. This is one of the world's busiest shipping routes, a vital artery for global commerce, yet it's also a flashpoint for territorial disputes, with multiple nations claiming sovereignty over its strategically important waters and the resources they hold. This volatile mix of economic interests and political maneuvering has led to a dangerous escalation in military activity. Warships patrol these waters, their presence a constant reminder of the fragile peace. The risk of miscalculation, of a minor incident spiraling into open conflict, is a constant shadow hanging over the region. And as if these man-made threats weren't enough, the South China Sea is also prone to natural disasters. Typhoons, often of terrifying intensity, can rip through these waters with little warning, posing a constant threat to shipping, fishing, and coastal communities. The Black Sea. A seemingly innocuous name for a body of water that holds within its depths a chilling secret. Unlike most seas teeming with life, the Black Sea harbours a hidden layer devoid of oxygen, a graveyard of sunken ships preserved by the unique chemistry of these waters. This eerie stillness is a result of the Black Sea's unusual stratification. Fresh water from rivers flows atop a deeper layer of denser, saltier water. This separation prevents oxygen from reaching the depths, creating an environment where only anaerobic bacteria can survive. And if this lack of life wasn't unnerving enough, the Black Sea holds another danger: high levels of dissolved methane. Trapped for millennia, this volatile gas could, under the right conditions, erupt from the seabed, posing a serious threat to any vessel sailing above. Hidden deep within the lush rainforests of Dominica lies a place of both enchanting beauty and deadly consequence: the boiling lake. Shrouded in mist, this flooded fumarole, a gaping maw in the earth's crust, seethes with an infernal energy. Unlike tranquil lakes that mirror the sky, this cauldron simmers at a scalding 200 degrees Fahrenheit. Volcanic gases rising from the molten heart of our planet continuously heat the water, forcing it to bubble and churn. The very air here is thick with the pungent aroma of sulfur, a constant reminder of the volatile forces at play. While captivating to behold, the boiling lake is a stark reminder. Nature's beauty can be as dangerous as it is mesmerizing. Encircling the frozen continent of Antarctica lies the Southern Ocean, a vast and unforgiving expanse. Here, icy winds howl across the water, whipping it into a frenzy of towering waves that dwarf even the largest ships. This is a place of extremes, where temperatures plummet below freezing and the sun disappears for months on end. Icebergs, some larger than cities, drift silently like sleeping giants, posing a constant threat to any vessel that dares to venture too close. Yet, despite its harsh nature, life persists. Penguins huddle together for warmth, while seals and whales navigate the treacherous waters, their survival a testament to nature's resilience in the face of adversity. The ocean's beauty is rivaled only by its danger. These deadly spots remind us of the power and unpredictability of nature. Which of these places fascinates or terrifies you the most? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more thrilling explorations of the world's most fascinating and dangerous places.